So the second part of our three-part CDI tutoring program is confidence building. We believe that you cannot build confidence without building core skills, which is why core skills comes first. But even after you've built core skills, very often students don't believe that they can improve their scores unless they actually can see progress themselves on a very tangible level. So we break down each part of the SAT or the ACT into not just its component sections, reading, math, or writing, but also, in the case of the SAT, into each of the 10 sections, and we show students how they're moving forward as they gain these core skills. So, for instance, on the SAT, most people don't realize that a certain percentage correct corresponds to a certain score. 50% on the SAT math or reading sections corresponds to a 500. 60% corresponds to a 550, 70% to a 600, and so on. It's much easier for a student to be aiming for 50% than to be aiming for an intangible and therefore anxiety-producing 500. So a student who comes in with a 450 is not going to be aiming for 500. She's going to be aiming for 50% on each section that she does for homework. Each SAT math section she does, or each SAT reading section she does, as the case may be. And so on and so forth. So what this does is when a student has a tangible target on each section of the test, say 50% on the math, that's 10 questions out of 20 on a math section, and she achieves that time after time, week after week, it builds in her the ability to know that she can get a 500. Because we do add up those scores, those individual section scores, and we show the student that she can get a 500 because those add up to a 500. And when a student knows that she can do that in individual sections, we put her into a larger full test perhaps, or maybe just a math test, and so on and so forth, which constitutes incremental progress with tangible targets. And so that's what we do for the SAT and the ACT, to build confidence.